One family in the Wiregrass believed in something greater than science or medicine. WDHN's Leila Grace tells us how a nation came together to heal one man.
Sometimes you wonder how far you're going to get pushed.
9 years ago, Cheryl Abbott thought she had been pushed enough after losing her only son. But 2 years ago, learned her husband George Abbott was diagnosed with gallbladder cancer.
I'm a realist. I understand that when you have a disease that normally takes your life, that's probably what's going to happen.
And doctors told George the cancer had spread to his liver. It was then that his family and friends decided to ask someone else for help.
I mean, we prayed.
They prayed despite hearing this.
He basically told my wife and I that there really wasn't much hope.
Barely enough hope, but plenty of faith, especially from members of the Pentecostal Outreach Church. See, George is more than a husband, father, and granddad. He's also a pastor. And members of his church decided to ask the country for prayer.
Some people from church called the 700 Club.
Now, thousands were praying for Pastor George Abbott. Before going into surgery, doctors told George they would not continue the operation if the cancer had spread further. After surgery, Cheryl received a phone call from the doctor.
I was crying, and my daughter was with me, and she was crying. And the other people in the waiting room said, "Oh no, it must be bad news," because they're crying.
But it was tears of joy that were streaming down Cheryl's face.
I know that cancer doesn't just go away. You know, it doesn't just disappear on its own. I believe, you know, with all my heart that it was God that took that cancer out.
The 700 Club was there to pray for George and now are helping him tell his story. But George doesn't see himself as a celebrity.
First of all, what did I do? I've received a miracle.
And plans on many more.
I'm looking forward to seeing more miracles happen in other people's lives. I know what God can do.
In Enterprise, Leila Grace, WDHN News.